honestly, this video is going to be more of a vent, last video or next video, depending on when I decide, how I decide to upload them, will be my trip to Spain, but this one's more so negatives with it and in general. But basically, for my trip, I was relying on my mom for like $400, and it's for the trip, because like she was like, "Oh, I have the money, this." And I should have known. I should have known she was lying out of her ass, and that she didn't have the money, and that she was relying on like what SSI or whatever to have the money, knowing good and damn well that they've been cutting people off left and right for it. And then I knew I shouldn't have trusted her, especially with this trip, especially because there were multiple times where like I had job interviews, and she knows I would go. She knows I go to sleep at ridiculous times in the morning, anywhere from like 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. She would know, and like I told her, I had several interviews the next day, and she was like, "Oh yeah, no, I'll take you to them." And then this like at 4 a.m. when I was like, she was like, "Oh yeah, I'll take it to you." 6 a.m. Common sense to tell you, I reply to your text messages immediately unless I'm asleep. And 6 a.m. comes around, she's like, "Oh, I don't want to drive you unless you have your earbuds and you're willing to listen to my music unless you have them in." And I didn't respond because obviously I'm asleep. Common sense would tell her I'm probably asleep because I respond immediately. And she's like, "If I don't get a response, I'm not taking you." Mind you, I was fucking asleep, and then I said, "So you fucked me over like in the morning." Obviously, I didn't say it like that, but I was like, "I told you I have multiple job interviews," and she was like, "Oh yeah, well you didn't answer." And it's like I should have known she would have somehow fucked me over for this trip. Luckily, my brother came in clutch. That's how we were able to get food and stuff. And like, oh, this was the last time that I want to deal with her. When I like, and then fucking I think I've talked about it before. I might not have because I was still kind of depending on her for stuff. But basically, whenever I was living with her from August to December, because during this time span, I was like, I don't know where I'm going to go. I don't know of any shelters here in San Antonio. I didn't know any information. Hey Ollie, I had no information of what to do or how to do it, so I didn't know what to do. But basically, come December, I finally figured out about the homeless shelter here in San Antonio. But before that, uh, the reason I fucking snapped, like I genuinely was going crazy living with her, is because she had 5 dogs and all of them were puppy pad trained. I mean, trained because they wouldn't go outside. They were not trained to go outside at all. She had puppy pads in the corner. She would have like they were everywhere, and so like they were shitting and running around all over the damn floor. It was fucking ridiculous. Like she did not take them out at all, and it's like I ultimately chose that going homeless was better than losing my sanity staying with her, because it's like I would have killed myself if I stayed any longer. And so there was that whole thing. And then that's most of it. That's pretty much the reason I chose to go homeless. Why I hadn't been uploading videos as often or anything. So there's that. What else is there? Oh yeah, so basically my little sister, she cannot raise a kid at all. My mom is very permissive. It's fucking ridiculous. Like my little sister, we go to Six Flags, and I tell my mom, I tell her, if Kylie fucking does this, I will drag her ass and I will leave with her. And my mom was like, "Oh no, you're not the parent, but I agree with you." Or she'd be like, "I'd agree with you." Kylie does exactly what I told her not to do, and my mom's like, "Oh, but you're not the parent, blah 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 blah." Like, nigga, shut up. Like, genuinely, I told you what to do, and I told you what I was going to do, and you let her get away with it. And then, at some point, my mom finally snapped at the fucking what's it called? She snapped at the park and slapped Kylie, and she got in trouble. And it was like, that's not my fault. I told you time and time again, and you fucking let her get away with shit. That's not my problem anymore. There was that whole thing, dude. Uh, the reason I got fired from Six Flags when I was working there, also because of my mom, because I relied on her for fucking transportation, and it's like I shouldn't have. I knew one way or another I was gonna get fucked over, and I did, and I relied on her, and I keep giving her chance after chance after chance. Like I said, this Spain trip was the very last time that that she had a chance, especially like $400. Like I knew you were gonna do it. I should have had money. But I was manic during the time. That's why my ears are kind of pierced right now, because I did that literally a couple days before the trip, and so I didn't have any money. Like I said, relied on my brother, and there's that. But anyways, the reason I lost my job is because of my mom, because I relied on her for transportation, and I got fucked over. The other thing that I kind of got fucked over for was the fact that employees weren't informed about them not checking their voicemails or anything. Someone that I talked to very briefly who had been there for a couple years or so didn't even know that. So I was like, you don't tell your employees they don't check your voicemail. And whenever they do leave a voicemail, they get fucked over. So that was great job experience. First job here in San Antonio. It's like, it's whatever. Like I said, that was the last one that fucked me over. The first one that fucked me over was, again, Kylie's bullshit. Because she was like, basically, what's it called? I'm trying to think. My mom was door dashing, whatever. I was staying with her while she was door dashing. But I wanted to go, you know. Yeah, shouldn't have, but whatever. But anyways, it's like 12 a.m. when I finally go. It's like, no, not even 12 a.m. It's 2 a.m. when I go to sleep. Kylie goes to sleep a little bit later, and then I wake up to fucking screaming. Like Kylie is yelling at the top of her motherfucking lungs. It is 4 a.m. Okay, and she's not even in the fucking car when I wake up. She's fucking inside of the apartment. And people who know me personally, it's like, if you wake me up, there is something actually fucking wrong going on. Because, like, how you have to be ridiculously loud. I have had my old roommate, as much as I hate her, have parties with like 10 different people. They're loud as fuck. They're disturbing my neighbors. And I'm asleep. I'm sleeping through it like a little baby. I have, whenever I was living with my grandparents, multiple fire alarms going off. Slept through it like a little baby. Granted, that's probably one way I die with my fucking smoke detectors, is a fire alarm, but I'm going sleeping through it. But it's like, it takes so much to fucking wake me up. And you are literally inside of this motherfucking apartment, and you somehow wake me up because of how loud you are screaming. And I only got 2 hours of sleep that day because we immediately took her to the mental hospital, because it was gonna happen, because, you know, like I said, my mom can't take care of her at all. Asking her to take care of that kid is damn impossible. Which is like, whenever like she had gotten pregnant recently, it's like, I hate saying it, but it's like, it's for the best that you lost that child, because you couldn't raise Kylie properly. Kylie's going into fucking residential, and you would have had a sixth child. First four you couldn't take care of. Myself, I'm one of those first four. Fifth one you couldn't even raise properly. You had her for 11 years or so. But yeah, so there was that whole thing, and my storage is low, so this video is probably gonna get cut off. But yeah. Anyways, all the shit that I went through with her, I never want to deal with her again. Anyways, that's it for now. Bye.